Out towards Hell, but Forest is flanking back around, working towards the outside and thinking about that Heaven play. Nico Otis, however, draws first blood. Crimbo catches Forest off guard, brings it back to a 4-on-4, and continue working in from that sequence control for Nico Otis. The bomb should commit to the site, but the taps of the USPs are just too strong for them. Heads rolling all over the site. Nico Otis trying to get on Tizian, leaving Farben alone in the 1-on-3, a clutch that you just can't win. Yeah. Done, making tons of noise out here towards Secret. They do get a couple of kills back. Mezzi in particular with his MP9 finding a double. The 2 versus 1 still left for him to clutch. He's firing onto that Heaven control. Has the bomb in his sights. So the teaser to challenge him, making noise, trying to play distraction. He turns on Season at the right moment, gets his kill, has all the info up against Tizzy, and the last man dives out of the way, looks for another weapon, or just goes for the reload and goes for the very long flank.
Yeah, but importantly for Big, they don't have the bomb control just yet. Tizian has to make his way towards it, but he might find Mezzi looking at him at the wrong timing.
It's all case of timing, 15 seconds on the timer. He grabs that bomb, has no real way to work into the A site, so he goes towards B instead with that rotate, open up the squeaky door, and Mezzi will be aware. No kit, going to come in still slowly and carefully, not giving up the information as to his flank. Tizian might even have his back turned towards the man. Did he shut the decon door? Yes, he did. That's perfect. Mezzi's going to open up and fire away immediately and still win the clutch. The full-on quadra for the man as he holds it together for fnatic.
As they please, but fnatic, stay quiet.
Yeah, perfect burst. Trying to fight back from that back foot, doing everything they can to do so. A careful creep up towards Heaven as a result. Crimbo will still lead that charge. Tabson right behind him with the bomb. And there is a player up in the rafters. Crim standing, but Forest falls on the low ground, turned away from engagement against Crimbo. Goes well for Crims, looks back for the double, but not able to get the triple. They're convergent at the same time, and again it's Mezzi in the clutch. He won a 4K in the previous SMG round. Now with a better rifle, will look to burst through, but Thompson with that swing. Just again, one of them falls, and again fnatic can just hold control of the man advantage here, or even backing up even further to bait Farben out, but the dink comes through from the Galil, and he's credited with a frag himself.
Roy was so smart to back away from that one, knew that the fight was to be taken later on, but of course, with the upper angles, with Faven connecting that headshot, couldn't survive that feat. But still Big, yet to gain 2 important control, and they're starting to run out of time. The decision now has to be made, and that has to be done dry. No utility on their end, but thankfully for them, there's no one close by into that A site apart from Forest having full sky control.
Bear down upon them, 2 to line up, coming in easy. Farben was low HP anyway, and now with 34 seconds here, so knows he's going to fall back. Couldn't have afforded for any. Highlighted on the desk for good reason as well. Extremely dangerous. Will continue to be a thorn in Big side. Still working out here towards the red box. Saw that second, man. How quick was that?
And that all came down to Ro's flash right there. The desk highlighted this morning that you want him to be assistant. Nikonos can't feel comfortable, but he's got his old teammate with him, and he's right beside him to make that happen.
Yeah, easy picks. It just feels like a 5-on-2. Only 2 points of damage done to fnatic in this round. They might even stay that way if Forest gets his way. Tizian drops Crimbo to fall. Man, it looks so easy on this Big. They're just rushing down the stairs. 3 players there with 1 lurker currently working in towards the ramp for him. Not like it's going to matter. The main force is getting picked apart. 2 seen, 1 down. Farben does strike on Nico Otis, and Crim's trying to prepare for him. Sees the man, but Farben gets the kill. Taps and chimes back, and finally Big of a man advantage.
He's gotten out of control for fnatic. Now they need to recuperate. They need to find his individual kills, and that's Forest back on track, looking for a double. Faven will be putting him to his grave, though. Tabson recovering on the back end, so Big are now back in contention.
At long last, early start that got them the whole round, so let's see whether it works out once again. Guns are back for fnatic though. Again, the save weapons allowing this fight to come through. Nico Odos, monster that he's been playing much more passively. Crims trying to receive that aggression though, can deal with at least 1 player, but him and Roy have been tagged in the interim. Nico Odos rotating back, spots 1, catches the leg of Tabson, is forced to fall away as Crims continues to strike Tizian down. Nico Odos pressured, deals with 1 man, and gets the quick scope on that second. It's Farben in a 1v5, and despite Big's best efforts, despite their pace and tenure in this round, they still can't get the job done. Gap on the right-hand side. Tabson, headshot angle, Roy's got it. Can't quite double up though, extends, and that cost him his life. As Forest falls in turn, it means the advantage goes the way of Big.
Yeah, fnatic simply dropped that quickly. Mezzi controlling the site clearly, not wanting to give away on that, so tilting the scales back to square. Crims might have good wraparound here and catching Searson off guard. Now that puts fnatic back in charge. And Big, two players very spread out, one from another.
And that kill on Searson also dismantles the backstab up from Heaven. Crims has got the bomb carrier. 2 kills. That's all he needs. Crimbo, left alone, might be able to get this one decent trade, but Crims is not even going to let him get the chance. He has the info, and he's done his little job here. 15 seconds left on the clock. And Crimbo knows he's going to grab that AWP and save it once again. Big going to allow 10 to go the way of fnatic. And I feel so dejected because we saw those couple of great rounds. Big finally finding their rhythm. Then fnatic just shut them down. Strike first here on the outside control. Big forcing the buy. Getting this AWP out with Galils, and Forest makes his own aggressive play. The veterans are taking control in server today. A 2-for-1 that gets fnatic back in control. And Nico Odos now up to task with the AWP. The T's might face him here.
Another bubble of someone doing their own thing here from Forest, and it seems Nico Odos is back on track to deliver. Might not be able to finish Searson off, but his teammate is there to cover him. Forest with a triple this round. Absolutely dismantling the side of Big.
Time's running short though. Haven't lost a man yet for fnatic. Same can be said for Big though. Tizian posted up low HP. Farvan's got to provide support. 2 lines up, and Tizian actually mows them down. The bomb gets dropped and everything. And with Searson or pick, suddenly it all turns the way of the CT side. Roy with one. Got to come in from the mini position. Sprays back from Farvan, trying to suppress him. 10 seconds. fnatic, they're out of time. They're out of the round here. They've got to save their weapons. They took too long with the execution, and Big were ready for them.
Thought it was the M4s to do it? No. Bring out Famas, and it's Tizian to hold. Flash away onto the back end now. Smoked off. Not much Tizian can do, but he starts to waltz around it back into the safety. Crimbo's got the back end angle and still keeping things going here for Big. Multiple trades, and now fnatic are putting their hopes on only 2.
30 seconds. Crimbo gets his frag. Now all left the Forest. Gets that one. 3 more to find. He's known here to the CT side. He's got the bomb on his back, so he could go for a bomb plant if he finds the right angle and the right site. Walking into A, so he's picked the wrong one. That's where 2 players are holding from. Tap in the corner, checked by Tizian. Will come through. Crimbo and Tizian have their angles, but they don't last long. A 2-for-1 trade that puts Tizian and Farvan up for the retake.
It was a crossfire setup that could have had potential, but now fnatic need to get in these positions to hold back this onslaught. Roy up close and personal, but it's Farvan to take the first trade onto the back end. Farvan pressured over. Roy is putting all of it onto Tizian, and he has to do this all by himself.
1v3, faced in by Roy, gets that kill, but loses so much health for it. Swap into the second AK, looking for Mezzi desperately, knows that he's low in the backside, unawares of where Crims is about to walk right into the man. And there it is, a 16.
fnatic look to switch up the pace and move towards this B site. Quick rotation through connector, but it's Farvan close by in contention. First bullet to the head of Forest will take him out of contention, but Farvan is still alive and able to find shots. Bomb looking to get planted, but they're still wrapping around to make sure they take down their contesting CTs. Roy is getting a triple out of that one, and Big are trailing massively. Mezzi takes a look at the back line, finds Searson and says, no to that, you're not entering the site today.
Wow, to think the 2 bottom fraggers of fnatic in that last map have suddenly turned up to be the 2 players that get control here in the pistol when everybody combines to get Crimbo right there. Bullet.
Mostly closer to this B site corner. Farvan making sure short is covered out, but fairly default for the right side of this map. Big have covered quite a lot of ground towards the left side extremities, kind of have that covered. By process of elimination, we may be seeing some movement, but it's Farvan with first blood, and Big are going to let that quickly traded. They're looking to contest fairly quickly. Flash comes through from Crimbo, and it is massive. Farvan comes away with 3, and instantly, Nikodas is called up to the plate. Up against 3 himself, only finds 1 before he falls. Big now in the game.
That's Farvan with the alone on B.
Yeah, they know exactly what Tizian is, which means they can play around it. Forest nearly loses his life on that one, but barely scrambles to stay alive. 10 points of health, and does get the job done. 35 seconds is where the bomb does get planted, and fnatic do have the advantage to hold it down on this side. Searson, he himself only's got 1 point of health, but does end up falling. Nikodas and Forest, though, are the 2 of fnatic left. And up against Tabson, it's going to be a difficult one. Spread out, 2 different corridors. Nikodas taking the fight, and that could be the wrong decision. Now it's Tabson all by himself. Bomb touched. Forest not falling for the bait. Switchery from Tabson, looking to see if it is from Monster. Oh, the turnaround is there! And Tabson has a kit there for the defuse, should be able to be committed to a mistake by fnatic, and it's punished from Tabson.
Forest ejected. Look, you actually will get the kill on Nikodas.
Oh, no flash coming out from Big, but it's not needed. When tabseN has got the firepower at the ready, able to deal the damage. CSGO, though, knows that they're willing to take the fight. Forest, gets it. And now with a gun recovered, this could be doable. M4, 2 guns recovered. Oh, this could get dangerous unless you check out that corner. Tizian able to stabilize the situation for Big. And now fnatic still need to require to put their faith into 1 play up against 3, similar to what was the previous round. But it's only Roy to do it, and a little bit too far out of his depth. Bomb out the middle of the garden. And it seems that he's given the respect to cross forwards, making a lot of noise. Crimbo will be turned around in time. The youngster will make sure his opponent... Nicodas needs this. But Crims walks in first. Nicodas is able to find the cross shot, but do they know this is taken by so many players? Doesn't need the rest of the players if CSGO is there to stop this barrage of players looking to move in. Here's a little bit of a boost, though. What can this uncover? It seems that Tizian is looking at it. Shots flying at him. Nicodas, what a shot! The only weapon in fnatic, and it makes it work. But still, there's a lot more to do. And CSGO has got his cross at the right placement. Nicodas nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and that's the AWP out of the hands of the fnatic players. Smoke to guarantee their advantage. Bomb to be collected from the Forest side, but he's a little bit too far out of his step, but makes that deagle work, and all of a sudden this is doable, but they need to be careful. The back line, tabseN is there, looking to connect the shot. Roy can't get it. To move in, but they need to pay attention to connector. Beautiful sequence. Flash from Faven enables that push and puts Big again in front in numbers, and they're going in for more. This time unassisted. tabseN not quite seeing the player on party. Nicodas not lining a shot, though, means that fnatic missed an opportunity to find their way back in.
CSGO might challenge him directly here. How far does he extend in this bathroom's position?
Oh, this is so close. There's so much pressure on this position. CSGO so close to this. Nicodas hadn't had a chance than that. Crims, thankfully, fnatic is able to trade it through. Rory, the only player alive now, and with only 30 seconds to work with. Good note. He's got the bomb, and he can do with it as he pleases.
But tabseN's working his way down the underpass, though. Roy's missed the window that he could rotate to the beat. He's going to charge in.
No way.
He's a dead man.
He is. Doesn't check the right sand corner. At least not. Throw down smoke to put Roy in an even deeper position. CSGO does have the assistance of tabseN to the right-hand side. Flashed over, blind as a bat. Nicodas now down. tabseN even going for more. He's unstoppable. CSGO onto the other end. Big, this is a massive sequence of kills that is just falling in their favor. fnatic have no response, no retaliation. And this is clearly an avenue for Big to gain those double digits quickly.
Yeah, they just won every single fight. They just took every engagement, and fnatic just couldn't find a single trade throughout that round. Only player, because Tizian has abandoned him.
Big can't play the trade game. They have to go for risks, and Crimbo's trying to do that. The star of the team. And as a star does, puts Big back in contention. Now is full in control of that back garden area. And now with the bomb going down here for fnatic, this is where they need to find themselves these good positions. Need to be wary of the back line as well. Onto the smoke, perfect flash from Crimbo, allowing Tizian to move in forward. That's the double for Tizian, and he keeps it going. fnatic now trailing in numbers, losing the control of the map. Roy looking to keep them on top. Roy, what a shot! And now Faven is so darn low. Looks to push even further.
It's all on him, really, just to press the issue. You can see the other CTs as well towards mid, hiding back in connector, hiding back out towards the A site, and just allowing Roy to creep closer and closer. How many will he get?
And Roy will be causing the pressure for Forest, also coming from connect, and that is perfect. Roy does it very well. And now there's no way they expect a second player. Nicodas holds down the line as well. Mezzi starts falling, so Big are starting to find answers to this, but they need to focus their efforts on one end. Forest surprises them as well, overwhelming them. A simple...
He did so much work with getting the first kills against the players that engaged him first. CSGO, wallbang, headshot on Mezzi. Where did that come from? Might have been towards the B site, but Crim shines back, maintains the advantage and gets the bomb.
Yeah, he finds himself a lot of space there, but the bomb means that a Big need to push forwards. They need to push towards him, and Crim's knows of this. The bomb has just been picked up, but he doesn't decide to pick it. Wants his teammates to come through to play this numbers advantage.
It's a very passive sort of angle here, but you can see they've accounted for the rotating. Yes, that's what they were playing for. Nicolas might have just sealed the round.
Faven, 40 seconds and does have bomb control. Not impossible, but needs to take care of his brothers first. Straight down a little bit rough. It's the USP to do it. You can see the smile from the... Will be greeting contact. Oh, it's all a matter of starting, and he gets it. tabseN ends up falling back away. Forest had a fight that he had to take on. but he does survive it and doesn't drop. Big looking to move in towards this B area, but fnatic have got plenty in contention. Now with a bomb moving in as well, it looks like it's going to be a very fast take. Not much utility left for these players, so they have to take this opportunity now. It's never very fast push there. Forest is able to collect it. The crossfire is on point for fnatic. Nothing you can do. Sisson pressured from the back angle as well.
Arrive. And Molotov gets here. Farthen with an all-important frag. Big have complete control of A. It's a retake for fnatic now.
And what utility does fnatic have? Only a smoke. Now they've been able to recover some more. But Crims and Forest both together, hand in hand. Let's take on this fight. That's tabseN, a brilliant headshot to be found. And Big now on top. Clearly on top, Crims. The experienced player, the Swede, trying to make things happen, but he's low. He's so low. And up against 3, it's one fight after the other. One level on top of the other. That's one smoke can be dropped onto the bomb, but fnatic, they can just play the slow game. They can just play it safe. The smoke doesn't connect clearly, and fnatic is low. Bomb touched. Piastri will go out into the open, but Big are able to recover it. With the left side angle! Oh, Nikonos gets another, but it's through his teammate's body, and that means his teammate will have to fall as well. Crims and Forest, the 2-on-3 to keep fnatic alive, but the Germans, the Big, are determined.
Second kill for the smoke, even the standings, and now Crims' Orb can strike. A 2-on-2 scenario, and the back number Forest, I didn't see it coming, and neither did Big!
And tabseN now with all to play with. 1 round is required, but the pressure is on. Not many seconds remaining, but he will get the bomb down in time to play around the truck area. Gets 1 kill onto Forest, and the smoke is covering Crims' position as well. This could be doable. The 4-piece, that could come his way, but he knows where Crims will come from. Oh, and he switches up the position as well. The pressure's on Crims no longer on tabseN, and he's able to wrap around.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, draws out the knife. What can you do?
Crims has no idea.
He's got no clue. And tabseN, all he has to do is pull the trigger in time. And that he will. Big taking things home, and will be taking us to... Go either way. fnatic on the T side, Big starting off on CT as tabseN looks to go a little bit aggressive out from the go. Crimbo start things off well. It is Big to gain most of the advantage here as they do move in forwards, and fnatic seem to be greeting a big wall in front of them, just bumping into it and dying one after the other.
Yeah, just up for Nikonos to try and see if he can hold it together on the fnatic side with the pistol. Looks to definitively go the way of Big on this one. Easy kills coming in for the CT forces. Good exit frag at the very least for Nikonos right there. He's on bomb. It's just going to get planted. Crims actually evading the Molotov for the most part. Not the nades and not the bullets though. Easy pickings for the T side. It seems like this backstab from Tizian should close it.
Oh yeah, it's all aligning here for Big. Just 2 kills straight out of the bat onto the site, which means that Nikonos, all that remains with all to do. Has to care for so many angles. That's ahead though, and the bomb is no longer stuck with Nikonos! His brain is so huge! And he's able to find out through two throughout smokes. And now there's only 1 left, and Tizian is up against him. He has to shake after what happened to his team.
What is
before.
this?
Oh, he's circulated around. It's perfectly sprayed out, not quite there. Only 5 points. A trade game for them. It needs to be so much more. Crims to entry. Flash to assist, fnatic. An all too familiar position for him. Tizian looking to contest. Oh, but fnatic comes out of the shadows just in time. No one to cover it. Doubles up his kill count. Walmart to try to get a triple. Nikonos, though, still looking to make the brilliant work happen for them. Running out of time. Therefore, kills is all he's able to get. Sisson putting him to his grave as quick as...
Will get the kill. He's low to beat, but Roy's got the better weapon.
Yeah, better angle as well. Doesn't seem like Roy expected a straight down walk up towards him. Although there is a good setup here for Big. Crimbo together with fnatic. Close by. fnatic could definitely find one, especially if it's not checked. Quickly spam through. Crim's able to shut it down. But Crimbo unable to connect the pieces. Forest keeps his team going. Not much time remaining for them. Just 1 smoke to cover their tracks, but tabseN wants to keep the space close. Wants to be up close and personal. Crims shutting him down, which means Tizian doesn't have got much to work with, which means fnatic will be able to double. The big shoes to fill are here for fnatic to do, right? All by himself onto the site, sprayed on a little bit rough on the Forest side. Rough bushes around the edges. Nikonos will keep things square, but still fnatic got a decision to make, and it seems like they're heading towards ramp.
Yeah, Nico Otis already set up there, so he can go in when the smoke's down, try and lead the charge. He is the low HP element here for the fnatic side, so we need Mezzy and Crims to back him up. But you can already see two players are locked out. Tizzid in particular with the backside looking all the way out in the open, tagging another player low, leaving the lineup so easy for Tabson. And it just looks like a lockout again from Big. Instant return.
So simple from Tabson. Absolutely best of entry. He's been trying so hard to open things up here for fnatic, but often it seems unassisted. Often it seems like he doesn't quite have the support of his team to get this done. And this buy run for fnatic seems to be dropping fairly quickly. Big have answers to anything that fnatic is throwing at them right now.
Yeah, destination. Big, once again, one of these rounds where they just find every single fight. fnatic find no luck whatsoever. And Crim's left alone in a 1v5 against 500 HP players, and they'll stay that way. The perfect round for Big. Extend, though. Got Farman posted up here, and he did well in this position before with the Deagle, the AK. There, this time, all they spammed it, they know. I don't know how they know, but they know.
They're not going to fall victims to it again. Crimbo looking to trade it back, but still fnatic looking to take control. Crims throughout the middle side of this map. Roy also, this looks like an elevated fnatic side. This is looking so much better for them. Not losing a duel. And now Crimbo, all that remains with everything to do. The young star of Germany at least will level it out a bit, make it more palatable. Against three. Can't be easy. Footsteps must be heard from the fnatic side.
Start to thin things out on the CT forces as fnatic look towards that B play. The bomb is there, and one man left on it. Farman's so passive here, well behind the Jenny. Ahead of the scaffolding, he's got this out to proceed the execution on his own.
Oh, Forrest just moves in. Entries like a king, he is. Crims, the other legend in contention, does mess up a little bit. That's for good reason. Roy is there to pick up the pieces. They all do. And Big, they just drop the ball on all ends. They seem a little bit lost. Searson will look to save this up now because...
Tell all, and Roy has started things off on the right foot. The mid control, challenged by Mezzy, gets that kill with one on the trade.
Yeah, Crims can't fall back yet. Molly at his feet, flash, but instead of pushing forwards, does opt out of it as soon as the Molly dissipates. Roy to assist, but to no avail. Big coming out on top of that one. Full A-site control, and fnatic left trailing behind.
After the two frags to start off in the mid position, I'm kind of surprised that Big were able to turn it around, but their backstabbers worked out. And they left an M4 and an MP5 on the retake. Not great for fnatic. No kits on them either, so their slow pacing is going to leave so much pressure on the tail end of the retake.
This is going to be so tough for them. Without a pick, without Big overstepping, this isn't going to be impossible. It has to be a save. They know it. And Big, the turnaround is there for them. Lose the pistol, win the second.
Arguably the more important round, really. 2 M4s recovered, that Galil staying in for Farvan. Of course, it was a very harsh force buy thanks to that reinvestment. Oh, Creep's going to take one player down. Hunt for the exit. He might get him. No. Sacrificial SMG utility well enough to do that. Damage on the 3 players, 2 of which are extremely low. Tabson is dead, as is Searson. Crimbo with a responsive. At least keeps it manageable, but fnatic still have the advantage.
Yeah, big advantage. Teasing with a lot to do here, with not much to work with. Crims, with that nade thrown at him, he'll know what's about to be played out. Molly to his feet, Favan aggressing, but Forrest is playing it sneaky. Oh, there he goes. Not getting away from Forrest. He'll sniff that one out. And fnatic actually very quickly were able to find themselves on top here, not really allowing this to the fate of the final vestiges of this round. It's only just gotten to the 1 minute mark, and this round has been decided.
Yeah.
It seems as soon as a team grabs control, it's quickly taken away from the other. Crim's in a position to do damage, but doesn't have a chance. Still damage onto the other. Forrest onto the back end, looking to focus on the main entry, but unable to do so. Overwhelmed by the angles, gives Big the advantage on B.
A 3v3 retake still favours fnatic though. Crimbo's extremely low. He's going to be the forward player. I think he's behind the generators, and he's going to play against the flashes. The CTs will walk their way up. A backstab could be interesting there from Farvan coming in from the ladder room on towards mid. fnatic haven't accounted for this.
Oh no. Oh no, they haven't, which means this push has easy have to be quick. That's a well-placed nade. Crimbo's no more. But as he said, Farvan, he's lurking in the shadows and he's waiting for the moment to strike. Will it be on time? A smoke behind him to the cover. That's Mezzy telegraphed it. That's 2 for them. And now Roy gets it again, but Tabson on site will take charge. Big on 12.
Couple of easy picks for them. They walk up towards ramp to go towards that A execution.
Sandbags, mollied off. Big no. What's to come? Just full front forwards. Roy's there to deliver though. Call in the cavalry to assist. All that spray comes through. Mezzi boosted up now with a different angle to work with, unable to find the damaged Vizian. Able to find him throughout that smoke. Somehow spotting out his head, and I think it's starting to get catastrophic here for fnatic. Big have gained so much out of this, and nothing comes back for fnatic. Crims taking charge of the AWP. His teammate falls and...
You need all your forces on one place. They wanted to go towards B. Forest are looking to try and join them and stack up A. Big rotate now. They have a free and open bomb site, but they're going to commit here. It's all down to this. fnatic, one last chance to survive, one last chance to keep us alive on Vertigo.
Can they get it done though? On the back of those smokes, no more HG grenades for Big to throw at them. Therefore, they can play aggressive. Flash coming through. Crimson will be aggressing, but it's Big to get most of his kills. Last ditch effort to keep them alive, but Mezzi's so low, and he's only got an MP9 to work with. 30 seconds at least. They've delayed the bomb plant.
Delay's not going to mean much though. The time is almost out. Big have got to commit to this plant, and Mez is going to give him the room to do so.
Oh no, repositioning of that AK will always be supreme. Big get it done. Big qualified.